Welcome to Golf Training Hacks. What's the X factor in golf performance that just might be the most important swing advice you'll ever get, yet it's never talked about in lessons and videos? And it has nothing to do with the separation between your hips and shoulders, but it can impact your ability to improve your golf game, and it often impacts your ability to even play. It was originally known as Syndrome X, but now it's called Metabolic Syndrome, and it's associated with many chronic illnesses. So what does this have to do with golf performance? Well, if you're fighting a chronic illness, improving your swing might be pretty low on your list of priorities. But even if it's up there on your list of priorities, when you're sick, it's tough to improve your golf swing. And sometimes you can't even continue to play. It only gets worse as you get older if you don't address these chronic illness issues. So let's talk about metabolic syndrome, what it is, and some easy things you can do right now to begin to address the issues that are caused by metabolic syndrome. If you have metabolic syndrome, you're at a heightened risk for chronic illnesses such as cardiovascular disease, heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and even cognitive dysfunction. So what's metabolic syndrome? Well, it's characterized by having 3 or more of the following issues. Excess abdominal fat, and for a guy it's a waist over 40 inches, and for a woman it's a waist over 35 inches. Elevated triglycerides, low HDL-C, high blood pressure, and high fasting glucose. Now, taking medication for one or more of those issues also indicates that you have metabolic syndrome. And to those issues, I'll also add an elevated ApoB. Now, ApoB is a protein that transports cholesterol through your blood. And forward-thinking doctors are now using ApoB as a biomarker for issues around elevated cholesterol. Now, you don't have to have all 3 or more of those issues to heighten your risk of illness. Even having one of those issues can heighten your risk for chronic disease. Here's a key understanding about metabolic syndrome. Mitochondrial dysfunction is a contributing factor and leads to issues like disruption of energy production, disruption of cell signaling, increased oxidative stress and inflammation, and just in general, a lot of cell damage. So clearly, reducing the impact of mitochondrial dysfunction and addressing those issues goes a long way to addressing metabolic syndrome and the chronic illnesses associated with metabolic syndrome. Now, I know that sounds complicated, but actually there are things you can do that are well within your capacity right now to help you improve your mitochondrial function and reduce the issues around metabolic syndrome. So let's talk about a few of those things you can do right now to help you address these issues. So what can we do to begin to address the issues around chronic illness and metabolic syndrome? What can we do that's available to most people, within the capacity of most people, and great starting points? Well, the first thing is eat healthy. Try to eliminate processed foods, the foods that contain all the toxins and pesticides that we want to avoid. Get more quality sleep. Get outside in the sun, especially in the morning. In your day, include exercises that improve your body's ability to utilize oxygen and burn fat. But it doesn't have to be exercise necessarily. It could be non-exercise activities like mowing the lawn, washing the car, doing a home improvement project, raking the leaves, gardening, take a dance class. Just move more during the day. So if you can do those basic steps, you'll begin to address the issues around mitochondrial dysfunction, metabolic syndrome, and the chronic illnesses associated with those things. Now, of course, there's much more detail around what you can do to help avoid the risk or reduce the risk of chronic illness, but you don't need a lot more detail than eat healthy, move more, and get outside. At Golf Training Hacks, we not only want you to play better golf, but we want you to move better and feel better every day so you can play the best golf of your life for the rest of your life.